My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Alien. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But, anyways, I just saw this movie in theaters and it still holds up. This is one magnificent movie, and it has the greatest tagline of a movie ever. In space, no one can hear you scream. That's perfection. We don't get taglines like that anymore, and it really saddens me. But, anyways, let's begin talking about the world building because I love everything this movie showcases. How there's an alien egg that grows a face hugger, it jumps up on someone's face, wraps itself around his neck, and it plants and fertilizes an egg into his body. Once it's completed, it gets off, and then a little baby xenomorph pops up of the guy's chest, and it grows rapidly into an evil killing machine. Everything I just mentioned is the coolest thing. Like, it just is. Objectively, it's just awesome. I love the mythology behind this creature so much, and there's so many great moments in this movie. I love the scene of them walking through the ship and they see the big alien with a hole in his chest. It's just a perfect amount of foreshadowing. I love the scene where they try to remove the face hugger and the acid just melts through the floor. It shows you just how helpless they are. There's nothing that can be done here. The chest burster scene is iconic and is just perfection. Like, could you imagine just having a good time and then suddenly someone is just suffering from the worst kind of death right in front of your eyes? It's just a horrific scene. I love it when Brett finds the skin of the xenomorph and you can just tell that it has grown rapidly. I love the scene in the air duct. That scene is still tense and as terrifying as can be. Like, that scene gets me every single time. It's just perfection. And I love the ending scene in the escape pod. Just so many great moments in this movie, and it's so incredibly well directed by Ridley Scott. Like, this guy has made some great movies, and this is easily one of his best. The creature design of the xenomorph is iconic. Even people who haven't seen this movie recognize it. It's just so menacing and terrifying and creative. The shape of the head, the mouth coming out of the mouth, it's just wonderful. I love the look of the eggs and the face huggers. So much great practical work went into this movie. The android effects are really great. I love the milky substance. The production design in this movie is really great, and I love how they're able to capture a sense of scale. They talk about how outside of the ship, they got kids to make it look even bigger. The cinematography by Derek Van Lint, I think, is just top notch. It's atmospheric, it's always enhancing the movie. And I really like the music by Jerry Goldsmith. It just adds to the atmosphere, and this movie is absolutely tense and thrilling when it needs to be. The story itself is just a classic human against beast storyline. It's very simple, but that's what works about it, is its simplicity. There's so much great attention to detail that went into other aspects that this story is all that was needed. And I also love how it explores the dark side of science and needing to gather research in really horrific ways and just testing things out. I think it gets explored in a much more insightful manner in Prometheus, but I still think this is a good starting point. And the cast is really good. Tom Stewart, I think, is great here. Sigourney Weaver is the standout. And what I love about Ripley as a character is that at the beginning of the movie, she's just another crew member. Everybody has the same amount of screen time. Nobody stands out, but she starts to stand out because of her stances in this movie. Because she rises to the occasion, she becomes the main character. So it's not like she's main character from beginning to end. She had to own it, and boy does she ever. And Sigourney Weaver just brings the right amount of physicality into it, and she just has that screen presence quality to her. She carries this movie perfectly. Veronica Cartwright, I think, did a good job. Harry Dean Stanton, good. John Hurt, good. Ian Holm, I think, is great. He just brings little nuances to Ash, which I found to be refreshing, and Yaphet Kotto is good. So I love so much about this movie. I think it's incredibly well directed, well acted. The creature design and just the world building is top notch. I do think it is one of the best movies ever made. Not in my top 100, but I do think, like, I understand the love this movie has, and I want to give it a perfect rating, but I do got one issue, and it's the fact that I think it's a little bit too long. If they trimmed it down by 5, maybe 10 minutes, I think this movie would have been perfect. I appreciate the slow build approach this movie took, but sometimes I feel like they could have trimmed some scenes down. But yeah, this is a movie I love dearly, and I want to give it a perfect grade. I just can't, because I'd be lying if I did. I love so much here. The Xenomorph is my favorite creature in a movie ever, and that will always be the case. I love the world building. I love so much that this movie has to offer. So I'm giving Alien an 8.5 out of 10. I wasn't planning on it originally, but I changed my schedule a bit, so I will be reviewing all the Alien movies leading up to Alien Romulus. That will be happening near the end of July, so keep your eyes out on those reviews. But Alien, have you seen it? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin,